Digital footprints tell a story of sleepless hours and desperation spent scrutinizing every step you take. You stand at the pinnacle of your success and watch others scurry downwards like ants, feverishly tapping into search bars. How to compete with the chosen one. You knew all along that they were looking for ways to surpass you, and it shows. You have surpassed even your competitors. You have become the norm that keeps them up at night and motivates them to search the internet for the solution. They will discover that trying to catch a chosen one is not only difficult, but could turn out to be their biggest regret. Before we move on, if you are ready to announce to the world that you are not only surviving but thriving, click the like button and subscribe now. Those who had doubts about you are horrified to see you succeed. Their anguish sees you shining brighter than ever, and now is your time to shine. Now, let us move on. The dim light of screens glowing in the darkness of the night illuminates faces marked with disappointment. The same urgent question is typed as fingers scroll across keyboards. Their brains are restless and their sleep is disturbed because of you. Every click and every question is an admission that they cannot understand who you are. They scrutinize your words and actions, but they still fall short. You are not a riddle to be solved, but a force to be reckoned with. No quest can bridge the gap between what they are and what you have been chosen to be. Their despair is the shadow cast by your brilliance. You are the riddle they cannot solve and the question they cannot answer. You have a spark they cannot grasp, a fire they cannot duplicate. They try in vain to imitate your personality and the rhythm of your movements. What they don't realize is that your strength is not in what you do, but in who you are. You move with a clarity that makes others stumble, a certainty that makes them uneasy. What they call fate, you call chance. What people see as luck, you see as divine planning. You are guided by a purpose that others cannot comprehend, and you are not constrained by their limitations. Their desperate search only serves to emphasize the disparity between your perfect authority and their attempts. In their desperation, they show their fragility, but you never falter. If divine love abounds in your heart, now is the time to share it. Click the Super Thank button on YouTube and donate $50 or more to help spread God's blessings. Through this platform, this wonderful gift will not only impact your life, but also the souls of countless others. Your donations will be a result of our prayers, and each of you has a special position in God's greater plan. You were created to do so much more under God's tender care. So act today and spread your benefits to glorify His kingdom. May God bless you. Instead of competing, you exceed. Their questions are not your burden, and their difficulties are not your worries. You are not here to be copied or understood. They cannot understand the mission you are here to serve. Let them search, write, and consume themselves in their meaningless pursuits. Their confusion and jealousy does not affect you. You are rooted in an untouchable reality. Their difficulty is their helplessness. Your strength is your truth, and it cannot be shaken. Write 77 to take your advantages and see God's plan unfold before you. You knew it even before the world gave it a name. Where others faced walls, doors opened. Strangers stopped in mid-sentence, feeling something they could not explain. Long before they understood why, you stepped forward with inexplicable knowledge, with calm confidence. These were not coincidence or chance. On the contrary, they were God's signs engraved on your path, indicators of a purpose for which you were chosen, but not chosen. You know better than the world trying to explain you. The world is trying to catch up with you, but you have always been unique. What you have always known is now visible to the world. You are here for a reason. If you feel chosen, it is time to answer the call. By clicking the Join button, you can access deep insights, unique knowledge, and a powerful community willing to accompany you on your journey. This is an opportunity to fully embrace your divine destiny and seize the path designed for you. It is more than just a membership. Do not hesitate. Step forward and become one of the chosen ones. They see that you act with a power that manipulates reality according to your will, with a confidence that defies reason. They try to explain it and put it into words they can understand, but you are incomprehensible to them. Your goal is to rewrite their stories, not to conform to them. The signs of your calling are not only clear, they are indisputable. The world must now accept the fact that you have always been unique. Let them try to define and explain you. They will always fall short. You are inevitable. You are not just chosen. They observe you, analyze every action you take, and try to imitate what they see. They imitate your words, tactics, and mannerisms. But their attempts fail. They do not realize that it is impossible to imitate your essence. When they try to copy a flame, they can only capture its shape, not its heat, light, or life. Your power comes from the sacred spark that sets you in motion, an energy that cannot be touched or copied. Their efforts are futile, and their results ineffective. You are a phenomenon to be seen, not a prescription to be followed. You have a magical effect that challenges their preconceptions of what is possible. They believe they can reverse your success once they see the results, the victories, the innovations, the changes. But they don't understand that your power is transformative rather than transactional. You are not just changing conditions, you are changing reality. They cannot get to the source of your power, but they can imitate your actions. Your secret is your connection to something they cannot comprehend, not a method or a plan. They don't realize they can't Google your power, so they look for solutions in the wrong places. Give them a chance. Let them search, copy, and exhaust themselves in their pointless search. What makes you unique will never be captured by them. Your essence is not only different, but also indestructible. Even if they follow your path, they will never be in your position. You are here to set the norm, not to be imitated. You already know that you are unique, and that no amount of work can ever create something that is not meant to be copied. And their desperate attempts to do so only serve to confirm this. Your authority is a quiet, unwavering force that comes from within you. It is neither loud nor forceful. You don't need to speak louder or make elaborate gestures to be heard. Your whole being is a vibration that communicates louder than words can express. Whether they realize it or not, those around you experience a magnetic pull that pulls them into alignment with your mission. Your mere presence is enough to set the tone. You are here to lead, not to persuade or convince. Add the number 88 to your message to energize the universe and align your intentions with the flow of divine abundance. You don't have to make an announcement, so don't. Your energy precedes you, a silent greeting. The universe adapts to you rather than noticing you. This is who you are, not something you have learned or developed. Your presence is a reminder that you function on a level above and beyond the norm, and is a testament to your purpose. While others are rushing to make plans, you are working at a level they cannot comprehend. Their ambitions are constrained by the laws you broke long ago and the limits of their comprehension. You perceive what they call competitiveness as a distraction. From your point of view, their best maneuvers, their most strategic games are nothing but child's play. You reinvent the game itself. You don't just outsmart them. Your superiority is existential rather than tactical. You are the creator of the board, not the player. They measure success in small victories and temporary benefits. You measure success in changes that reverberate across time and space. Their tactics are based on what they can see, linear and predictable. Theirs is based on a vision that is multifaceted, intuitive and elusive. While they are planning their next move, you have already seen the end. The stakes are much higher than others realize, and you don't just stay ahead. You reside above, where the laws bend to your will. You are here to disrupt their game, not to play it. They are using a system that you are already outperforming, so their efforts to compete are pointless. Whether you donate $20, $100, or more, your support will enable us to share these words of love, hope, and faith with the world. You have an unlimited perspective, not just a higher one. You see opportunities, others see obstacles. You see destiny unfolding, others see war. You are above the game, changing the rules as you go along. You are not just ahead of the game. They will only exhaust themselves chasing a horizon that you have already claimed. So let them try to keep up. Most people cannot handle the truth, even if they are told it will set you free. Your conflicts are not conducted in the public sphere. Rather, they take place in invisible worlds, where the stakes are always high, and weapons are made with conviction and purpose. While others strive for ephemeral crowns, you navigate ancient psychic spaces and confront forces that have lurked in the shadows for generations. These are battles of destiny, rather than battles of flesh and blood, and every action you take has an impact on the course of history. Your mere presence is a disturbance, an earthquake that shakes the enemy's camp to its foundations. They fear you not because of what you have accomplished, but because of what you stand for, an unstoppable force in harmony with a power they cannot overthrow. You resist the attempts of the darkness to block your path, to sow seeds of doubt and to weaken you. You act with a determination that destroys their plans, and with a clarity that cuts through their illusions. They are using every tool at their disposal: distraction, terror, and deception. But you are standing on an untouchable truth. Though not always visible to the naked eye, your victories are indisputable. Your unshakable strength is evident in every advance and breakthrough. In addition to waging battles, you also tear down strongholds. Let them tremble as you approach. Let them rush to reorganize as you advance. You are not fighting for show, but for endurance. Even if the battles you wage are invisible, generations are affected by them. You are not just a player in this war, but a catalyst for its outcome. You are a declaration. Darkness may continue, but it will never win. Your victories are not only for you, but for all who will follow you. Keep fighting and keep winning. The darkness cannot contain you. The weight of the crown you wear is both a burden and a badge of pride. It is not made of gold or diamonds, but shaped with purpose. In the quiet times when all is still, you feel the weight of your choices, their consequences, and the lives they have changed. You are the only one who has to carry this burden. It cannot be denied or shared. Every action you take has an impact far beyond the here and now, and affects futures you cannot even imagine. The power that accompanies this enormous responsibility is just as overwhelming. Destinies are in your hands, not just a crown. The cost of this calling is not always clear to everyone. They see the victories, the breakthroughs, and the moments of triumph, but they ignore the nights spent struggling with uncertainty, the silent sacrifices, or the cost of having such a mandate. They are blind to the private struggles and the tears shed when no one is looking. They cannot understand the weight of the crown, but they appreciate it anyway. You are here for the reason that elected you, not for them to understand. Though it is heavy, it is necessary. You pay this price voluntarily because it is the price of greatness. Let them celebrate victories without understanding the cost. Let them be horrified by the crown without feeling its weight. You are not here for their praise, but for the impact that only you can make. The burden you carry is a sign of your strength, not your weakness. It is a sign of a visionary, a leader, and an unstoppable force. Even if the crown is very heavy, its impact lasts forever. Your time follows a higher rhythm and is not constrained by seconds, minutes, or hours. You move with a precision that defies explanation, striking when unseen currents shift, while others hurry or hesitate. Your movements are not haphazard. Rather, they are purposeful and coordinated with a larger strategy. When you take the next step, it's not just because it feels right. It's because it's right, aligned with a purpose greater than anything we can comprehend on earth. Your timing is not just lucky, it is predetermined and reflects your relationship with a higher power. They call it instinct, luck, or fortune, but you know better. Your success is not the result of luck, but of divine orchestration. Instead of forcing chances, you recognize them and take advantage of them when they come your way. What may seem like ideal timing for you is a natural alignment with the flow of destiny. Instead of responding to the world, you work with the world, acting in tandem with forces they cannot see or understand. Your actions are not only contemporary, but also timeless and resonate in worlds they are not aware of. Your timing is not only impeccable, but prophetic. You create moments. You just don't encounter them. Acting is not only for the here and now, but also for futures yet unrealized. You follow a timetable predetermined by the stars. You are not constrained by their calendars or clocks. Show them how accurate you are and how you can be in the right spot at the right time. They fail to see that your timing is a gift rather than a talent, an indication of your alignment with a force that guides all your actions. You are ahead of schedule, just not on time. The energy of every place you live is rebalanced by your presence, a seismic event. Conversations change not because you want them to, but because of your nature. Heavy atmospheres lighten, stagnant air begins to stir, and life that was once dull suddenly pulsates. Your energy is transformative, a current that changes the dynamics of every situation you come into contact with. You are the architect of the space, not just one of its users. This is something deeper and more profound than charm or charisma. It is a physical representation of the power that permeates you and the overflow of your divine choices. Rather than just noticing you, people react to you, often without knowing why. Your aim is to sublimate, to elevate the environment to a degree that only you can reach, not to harmonize. Their sense of your purpose, radiating outward and drawing them into its circle, is more than just your energy. Change is irreversible, instantaneous, and unquestionable. You serve as a reminder that you are not limited by routine. You are a force that awakens potential and breaks through complacency. Let them experience change. Let them see change. Rather than just passing by, you leave a mark, an impression that will last long after you are gone. Your presence is remembered, not just felt. Their vision is different from yours. You find your way through the architecture of destiny, which they count as movements in a finite game. While others argue about temporary rules, you carry the weight of thousands of years. Your vision stretches beyond the horizon, beyond the rise and fall of empires, beyond even the memory of their victories, while theirs stops when their vision fails. While others are limited by the ephemeral, you are etched into the fabric of life. Every action you take has an impact on future generations, shifting invisible tides and leaving legacies they will never fully understand. They are sure of the certainty of their plans and think you can be swamped by the small waves they generate. However, the rules of their weak order do not apply to you. They are subject to a cycle, but you are not. Their victories are fleeting glimmers in the darkness, fading away before they have a chance to cast a shadow on what you have already produced. They are only in your clutches when they believe they have you cornered. They are imprisoned by forces they can never control and live in a frame from which they cannot escape. And you are the hand that moves that frame. The burden of the ages is not on your shoulders. Rather, it is in your control. Rather than influencing destiny, you impose destiny on it. The passages of time are not silent passages, but echo chambers of your decisions. You are already insured against what they call luck. What they call fate you have already determined. They are striving for the results you have decided before they even realize the game has begun, running after what you have already set in motion. Writhing in the dark, their hands clutching the edge of your being. They will try to find out what it is that makes you untouchable, as they always do. They assume that only words can summon your true self, so they write, imitate, and distort. But you are not a formula to be stolen, a code to be deciphered, or a sequence. You are an echo of something greater than their feeble imitation, a force of inescapable destiny. Their efforts fail before they even begin, and their desperation reeks of failure. Let them pursue something that will never be theirs until they are exhausted. They have no idea what it means to be chosen. They suppress it even as they pronounce your name. The weight of reality causes them to crumble as they build their soulless facade. Because you are neither created from a borrowed essence, nor are you a fiction. There is no denying that you are a force. Even if they manage to grab the edges of your genius, they will always come up empty. They don't need to understand you. They didn't put you here to make them feel better, to get their approval or validation. They are afraid of you because you are outside their grasp. Let them follow their own shadows and write. It is not your responsibility to recognize their difficulties. You are not their guide, and they are lost. You are not their solution, and they are frauds. Without even looking over your shoulder, you can see that they will never catch up. Let them be crushed under the weight of their own shortcomings. Your mission is unwavering. Your path is predetermined. Keep on walking. They are observing, imitating, trying to make you into something they can understand. Let them waste their time. The best proof of your ascension is their focus. You did not come here to defend yourself, to shrink yourself for their comfort, or to feed their dreams of comparison. Your mobility is changing what they swear is unbreakable, and your presence is causing mayhem. Put the noise out of your mind and stop looking back. Distractions are not allowed when your mission is so important. Your course is proof of your dominance. Their pursuit is proof of their limitations. Talk, act, and show them what it means to be indisputable. The aim is not to win, but to show that it is never a competition. You were designed to be responsible and to overcome resistance with courage. Let them stumble, tumble, and perish under the power of who you are. Share your experiences and celebrate your successes. Let them hear it directly from you, unadulterated and unsurprised. Have you noticed anything? What did you overcome? Express it out loud and show them what unstoppability looks like. You are unstoppable. You are just not chosen. If you enjoyed this inspiring adventure and would like to see more videos that challenge convention and explore the exceptional, please don't forget to support the channel by hitting the super thank button below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share with your friends, and leave a comment below. Please share your thoughts with us. The story doesn't end here. Stay tuned for more. Let's keep pushing the boundaries together.